listening to Strange Shit Happens.
Hello and welcome, my friends. I'm Sean Wharton, and this is Strange Shit Happens to Famous People, the show that proves no amount of money, power, or fame can protect you from the weird, the unexplained, and the downright terrifying. Each week we dive into a bizarre, bone-chilling, or just plain WTF moment from the life of a well-known figure. Ghosts, UFOs, creepy coincidences, yep, they've seen it all. But here's the twist, you won't find out who the story is about until the very end. So sit back, turn down the lights, and get ready because strange shit happens to everyone, including famous people. Can you guess who we're talking about? He was exhausted. War had aged him overnight, and a moment of peace was a luxury he could barely afford. Still, he had been given the best accommodations in Washington, a fine bedroom in the most powerful house in the world. But power doesn't always mean safety. The house was old, its history heavy in the air. Others had slept in this room before, some troubled, some triumphant, but a few never really left. Well, after a long day of negotiations, speeches, and whiskey, mostly whiskey, he decided to unwind the way he always did, by taking a nice long hot bath, pouring another drink, and of course lighting up a cigar. And that's when he saw him. A tall figure stood near the fireplace, dressed in an old, long coat, his deep-set eyes watching from beneath a heavy brow, a face that anyone, anywhere, could recognize. The ghost didn't move, didn't speak, just stared. Now, our man was no coward. He had faced down war leaders, world leaders, political enemies, and even death itself. But this was unexpected. Well, he took a long, slow drag off his cigar, exhaled, and finally spoke. "Well," he said, completely naked, dripping from his bath, "I see you've caught me at a disadvantage." For a long moment, nothing happened. Then, just as suddenly as he appeared, the ghost of Abraham Lincoln disappeared. The next morning, he casually mentioned the encounter to White House staff. They didn't even blink. "Oh, yes," they said, he does that sometimes. He's around." Well, this fellow went on to lead his country through one of the most difficult wars in history, delivering speeches that inspired millions, and winning a Nobel Prize, and securing his place as one of the greatest leaders of all time. Ghosts or no ghosts, nothing could shake him from his mission. And now you know strange shit happens to famous people. In this case, Winston Churchill. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Strange Shit Happens to Famous People. Have you ever had your own brush with the unexplained? A ghostly encounter, perhaps, or a UFO sighting? Or something so strange that you can't quite explain it? Well, we want to hear about it. Head over to www.strangeshithappens.com to share your story, because you never know, it might just make it onto one of our shows. So until next time, keep your eyes open, your mind sharp, and maybe, just maybe, keep a light on. For Strange Shit Happens to Famous People, I'm Sean Wharton.